back to my channel. Today I wanted to share with you my updated makeup inventory numbers for 2022. I will leave in the info box a playlist of my makeup collection. I went through by category and showed you everything that is mostly up to date of what's currently in each category. The only thing I didn't do was my lip products. I don't think I uploaded lip product videos. I definitely didn't film my lipstick one because crazy, but that's coming up real soon. So I've just got my inventory book here in front of me. I have been keeping track of my inventory for almost a decade now. The only year I missed was 2016, and that's because it was my first year being a mom and I wasn't home when I would normally do my inventory. I was off house sitting. So I'm just gonna spoil it. My numbers have gone up. They have gone up. My panning has not been the greatest, and as I've mentioned, I'm not into decluttering these days. I would rather use things up, buy less and use up more. And I thought I was buying less. I am on a no buy at the moment and have been for now 5 months. Child playing in the hall. We're all home today. But yeah, thinking I'm purchasing less. It's still gone up. But let's dive on into the numbers. So starting with primer. In 2021, I had 28. That has increased by 2 in 2022 to 30. Now, I'm not going to comment on whether I've used up items because I know I've used up some things throughout the year. I couldn't tell you what, but it is in my makeup train case down here. It's in here waiting for the end of year makeup empties. So I know I have used things up, but I can't tell you which things I've used up or how many in each category. So we're just going to do straight numbers. So in 2021, I had 28 primers. That's gone up by 2 in 2022. I now have 30 primers. Well now, primer situation has been a steady increase. Yep, it's been a steady increase. But over the course of 2023, I can see that number going down. I would love to reach a goal of, and let me just grab a pen. This is going to be my goal pen. I would love to reach a goal of 25 by the end of 2023. For foundation, I had 74, no, I had 76. I'm reading my 2020 figures. I had 76 in 2021. I now have 77. And again, I don't know if that's necessarily because of using things up or decluttering. I know I have purchased a couple of foundations, but we are sitting at 77 foundations. That is an increase of one foundation, even though I know I've purchased more than one. I would love to get to, should we be conservative with our estimates, I would love to get to 70 foundations by the end of 23. For concealer in 2021, I was at 38. I am now down by 1 to 37. I know, a category that I actually went down in. Crazy. Next year, I kind of would like to maybe get that down to... Getting that down to 30 does seem quite a big jump. Could I get it down to 30 in a year, concealers? I mean, I have a bunch of concealers that are almost finished. And a bunch of smaller concealers that I could work through. Let's just go for it. My goal for 2023 is to use up 30 concealers. That is the goal. Pressed powders. I had 7 in 2021. I still have 7. I would like to get that down to 5 in 2023. I could probably do more, but I'm also pressing loose powders to try and use them up a bit more. Talking of loose powders, in 2021 in 2020, yes, we're looking at 2021 figures. In 2021, I had 24 loose powders. In 2022, I increased by 1 to 25 loose powders. I would like to get that down to... Now, is it possible to use up 5 loose powders in a year? Is it possible? I would like to get that down to 20 loose powders by the end of 2023. It's a big ask. It's a huge ask. But we're going to try. I have a couple of loose powders here. I'm just going to quickly gauge what measurements we're looking at. The Chanel is like 30. This Revolution one is like 22. Number 7 is 20. This Clarins one is 30 grams, but it's like only half full. So 5 might be a huge ask, but we'll see what we can do. I mean, these are just goals. If we don't meet the goals, it's fine. We at least put in the effort. Cream blushes. Now this is embarrassing. In 2021, I had 6 cream blushes. That has gone up to 33. 33. Do I have them near me? No, I don't. Do I? No, I don't. I moved them to film. But mostly it's because I purchased these guys. These fast base blushes from Revolution, and I bought the Makeup Obsession tube blushes. They're beautiful. I love them. It's been so long since I've had a broad selection of cream blush, and I'm in a season of using lots of cream blush. So it's embarrassing, but I'm not upset about it, although I would like to get that down to 30. For powder blush in 2021, I had 139. That has gone up to 152 in 2022, mostly because I bought blush palettes. Yeah. Mostly because I bought blush palettes. But on the positive side of that, a lot of those blush palettes, the pounds of blush are only like 2 grams. And if these little guys are anything to go by, because I'm sure these are only about 2, maybe 3 grams a piece. These are the Cream Puff blushes from Max Factor. I'm very confident I could get that number down by a fair amount in 2023. Because I went through one of these really quickly this year, dedicated use. I think I could get that down to would 140 be too much? 145? Let's say that. I'll get that down to 145. Cream bronzers, I had 4 in 2022, 4 in 2021, and that went down by 1 to 3 in 2022. I would like to get that down by another 1, get that down to 2. I'm not too fussed about the cream bronzer category, but I'm more likely to use a cream highlight or a cream blush than I am a cream bronzer, so I do like to keep that category quite condensed. Powder bronzer, however, went from 40 in 2021 to 48 in 2022. And with the way I've been using bronzer over the past year, I've found my groove with it, and I think I can knock at least 5 bronzers out next year. So we want to get that down to 43. Should we be adventurous and make that 40? Can we knock out 8 bronzers in a year? Let's push the boat out because I'm wanting to do a bit of frankening as well. So we'll play about with it. We'll play about with it. Liquid highlights, that also includes cream highlights, was at 19 in 2021 and that's gone up to 24 in 2022. I'm definitely going to try and target this, get liquid highlights used up. So I would like to maybe get that down to at least 20. We'll see. We'll see. I might be able to do more. We'll see. Powder highlights went from 113 in 2021 to 130 in 2022. Again, I purchased palettes, but again, the pans are quite shallow, so we shall see. But when I do my makeup, even if I don't do eyeshadow, I still do the full base. I do the primer, concealer, foundation, blush, bronzer, highlight. So I know these are categories I will definitely be able to see change by the end of next year, even if not anywhere else. I would like to maybe get 5 highlights moved out next year. So we'll make that 125. Mascara was at 35, went down to 34. I haven't bought any. Thank goodness. I don't think I'm going to be buying mascara for a long time. I would like to get that down to 30. At least make the effort to consciously change my mascara every 3 months. I mean, I am that person who does think if it doesn't need changing, it's just a bit wasteful because it's only me. As long as the product's still good, I'm usually all right with it. I can usually get 6 months out of mascara before it's starting to, get on its last legs or whatever. But with mascaras being this high, it's going to be wasteful anyway. So let's just go for it and see what we can do. If I can reach up here to some of my mascaras. Some like these MARC mascaras, these big chunky ones I've got a couple more in my drawer. They dry out quite quickly. So even if I focused on using these, because these Super Shock ones are quite nice. They last a fairly long time. They're quite a wet formula. But yeah, we'll do that. We'll see what we can get through. I'll focus on those MARC ones and then see how many we can move out. But at least hit the 30 mark, move out 4. For eyeliner pencils, I was at 64, I'm now at 63. I would like to move out a bunch because I want them all to fit in this pot. That is my eyeliner pot. So I want them all to be able to fit in there. Could I get this down to 55? That is the target, because a lot of my eyeliners are just these twist up ones, and I know that if I use them regularly and actually like touch up and stuff, I could probably knock one out in about a month and a bit. It's just focusing and zoning in and actually doing the work. Cream and liquid eyeliners, I was at 22, I'm now at 23. Again, I would like to get that down because they are getting up in age, because we've been hovering around this number now for 3 years, which means they are still the same eyeliners. I would like to get this down to 15. And I know that seems like crazy numbers, but a lot of those are eyeliner marker pens, and once you start using them, they can dry out quite quickly. And then I've got some inkwell ones that I want to, see if they're still good, get what I can out of them, and probably move them out. Eyeshadow pencils were at 52, are now at 60. Oh me. And those include sharpener ones like the jumbo eye pencils from NYX, or like twist up eyeshadow pencils like the smudge proof ones from No. 7 or Elf, that kind of thing, or like the caviar sticks from Laura Mercier, which I have 4 minis of that, so I might focus on using those up. And I know that I know I have finished a shadow pencil this year, so I know that with focus use, it is possible. It is possible to finish up a full-size one. So I'm gonna say get this down to 55 over the course of the year. Cream shadows went from 16 in 2021 to 23 in 2022. 23, man, 23. Kind of wish that was some gin. Well, it's because I've purchased little cream shadow things like this, which only have 3 mils of product in. I mean, the MAC ones, they have like 5 mils, and like these have like 5 mils in them. It doesn't say, but oh no, it does. It does say it's not 5. It's only got 3.4 grams in that. I could use that up over the course of a year. I could be the little engine that could. I want to get that down to 20. Because again, we've been hovering around the same numbers for years now. So we want to start moving things out. Loose shadows were at 45 in 2021, are still at 45. I would like to get that down to 40. Just push through, make myself use them. Single shadows were at 105, still 105, although I'm not too confident on that number. I think I might have miscounted somewhere along the lines, but we'll go with it. In the grand scheme of things, what's an eyeshadow or two, right? Because wait till we get to the bottom of this list. You're going to need to be sitting down for that. I'm going to be needing to lay in a pile of cushions. Single shadows, 105. Now I am planning on doing a lot of panning this year, focusing mostly on eyeshadows, and I've been through my eyeshadows and looked at all of my brow bone setting shades, so I want to try and move all of those out, and there are about 5 or 6 of those, plus there are a few other shades that I think I could probably repress into palettes and get used up. So I would like to get that down to 90 over the course of a year. That is a big ask. That is a huge ask, but we are gonna try it. Brow products were at 37 in 2021, are now at 35, so we're getting some movement. I would like to get that down to 30 would be very conservative, but could we get that down to 25? Could we? I mean, if we're talking brow pencils and gels, let's just say 30. Get that down to 30 by the end of 2023. That would be great. Lip liner was at 92 in 2021, is now at 91. Again, we've been hovering around these high-end figures for years now. My lip liners are starting to get old, so we are going to focus on this. And I'm going to try and get that down to 80. I know, using up 11 lip liners in a year. Again, a lot of them are sort of the mechanical pencil, so repeated use could get them moved out really quickly, and continuous consistent is the word, the other C word I'm looking for, consistent use of sharpenable ones. I've seen significant progress on some of my lip liners this year. So if I can use up some and get significant usage on others, that would make me so happy. Liquid lipsticks. Those are anything that is like a matte liquid lipstick, a lip lacquer, anything that is in a liquid lipstick form. I was at 98 in 2021. I'm now at 101, which is nuts, guys. So I would like to get that down to 95. Again, probably a huge ask, but we're going to try. Lip glosses went from 25. I think it's, 25. Went from 25 in 2021 up to 40. 40. I mean, I like to keep lip glosses in my bag, and I'm pretty sure I could probably burn through them if I really tried. I want to get that down to like 35. Let's get that down to 35 over the course of the year. I mean, I would say get it down to 30, but there are a lot more lip products to take into account here. Like my lipsticks. Oh god, guys. In 2021, was it 301? They're now sitting up at 330. 330. What? Oh, I know what I did. They're sitting behind me here. L'Oreal went and discontinued all my favourite frickin' shades, man. Although, no, actually, they did discontinue. Like, some of them are still around in the main line, but the black matte ones, they're completely gone, and they've been replaced by these, like, slimline matte lipsticks. I haven't had a look at them. I don't know if I particularly want to go and look at them, because, you know, temptation and all. But no doubt, by the time I finish my no-buy, that range of lipstick's going to be discontinued anyway, so why even bother? Why even stress myself? I mean, it's not obviously, guys, it's not genuine stress, but like, you know, why go there and end up pining over something that's not going to exist when I come out of my no-buy? So I just don't even bother with it. So we're sitting at 33. No, 330. 33. Imagine if I only had 33 lipsticks. Jeez, oh. Literally nowhere since I've started keeping track of my inventory has my lipsticks dipped even under 150. The lowest number on this page is from 2014 when I went down to 187. So I have a wackadoo of lipsticks that are almost done. Can I finish 10 in a year? Can I? Let's see if we can get to 320 by the end of the year. That would be the biz. Lip crayons. Now this is one I really want to tackle because they've been sitting at 21 for the last 4 years. Okay, we need to get going on that. I would like to try and maybe get this down to 15. Again, huge ask, but we will do our bestest, our darndest. I will use it as lip liner if I freaking have to, but we will do what we can. We could even use them as cream blushes, because they're basically just a more condensed version of these bad boys. We'll see. Setting sprays were at 11 in 2021. They're currently sitting at 15. Again, several are almost finished. I am on a no-buy where my no-buy ends once I've panned a certain palette, but it's also a replacements only no-buy. So like if I completely run out of something whilst I'm still panning that palette, I can repurchase it. So like if I run out of all my face mists, I can repurchase one. But the likelihood of me running out of them is still slim. I'm not going to set any goals for this because I use them every day. I'm going to work my way through them. I'm just going to start with my oldest ones and work my way through. So we'll just play that one by ear. Then we get to my eye palettes, which I started counting my eye palettes in 2020. And they've just steadily increased all the time. If you guys have, well, as I said, then my collection playlist will be linked in the info box. Go check out my eye palette collection, which is so big that I had to split it into small palettes, large palettes. So in 2020 I had 129 palettes, which went up to 209 palettes in 2021, which is now sitting at 267 palettes. 267 eye palettes. I would like to try and get that number down. Definitely. I mostly want to focus on downsizing my small palettes like duos, quads, quints. And I'm thinking of using the Level Up project to do that. So yeah, we would like to get that down to maybe 260. Could I use up 7 duos? I don't know. Let's just try. Let's try 260. Because I mean, it's not just duos I'm working on. I'm working on a few larger palettes as well that I'm trying to use up. So the goal is 260. Let's see. So that overall brings us to a grand total. In 2021, I had a grand total of 100... No, let's start that again. In 2021, I had a grand total of 1,627 makeup products. I currently have a grand total of 1,819 makeup products. Like I already told you, I knew it had gone up. It didn't really gone up quite this much. I've already done the maths. My collection has gone up by 192 items. 192 items, and I thought I was buying less. Which, I mean, I did go a bit crazy with the eyeshadow palettes, I suppose. I mean, let's just look at that. Almost 60 of that is eyeshadow palettes. But still, that's still like 130 odd other things I've purchased. What even? Just what even? And then we come on to the heart palpitating moment. I also started counting my pans of shadow. So anything that is a single shadow or a shadow single or in a palette, anything that's pressed in a pan. I don't count my loose shadows for this, just anything that's pressed in a pan. I did it in 2020. I didn't have the opportunity to do it in 2021. So there is a definite stark jump. But that is no justification. So in 2020, I had 2,700... No, start that again. In 2020, I had 2,578 pans of eyeshadow. Almost can't say it. There are 4,803 pans of eyeshadow. It's gone up in the last 2 years by 2,225 pans of eyeshadow. You don't really think about it in figures like that. It's like, oh yeah, I bought 60 eyeshadow palettes. Oh, whoop-de-doos. It's a lot, but who cares? And then you count the actual pans. 2,225 pans of eyeshadow that I've purchased in the last 2 years. Have I used any up? No. I've hit pan on one though. I hit pan on one eyeshadow in the last 2 years. Me, oh my, oh me, oh my. So, like I said in my Get Ready With Me, where I was talking about my panning plans, I am definitely focusing on my eyeshadows. It's the thing with eyeshadow palettes for me, total tangent here, but the thing for eyeshadow palettes for me is, like, I see the ones I like, and then I see that are like I see the ones I like that are readily available here in the UK. That's fine. That's great. And then I see the ones that aren't so readily available, and so I kind of put it off, and then I do a massive bulk order of eyeshadows from America. Like, Alter Ego Cosmetics, I basically ordered their entire collection in one go, because every time I went to order, half of them weren't in stock, so I ordered them all in one go. Whenever I purchased stuff from Juvia's Place, I would order like 4 or 5 palettes at a time. If I order from Colourpop, I'm not coming out there with less than 10 eyeshadow palettes. Although, I'm currently got one of their eyeshadow palettes as a companion palette in my everyday stash, and I feel like the eyeshadows are turning. And that particular palette I only got at the start of this year, and it's already starting to feel like it's going bad. I mean, it's probably been sitting in their warehouse for a while too, but if that's how quickly Colourpop eyeshadows turn, then you best believe I'm going to be going gung-ho on my Colourpop eyeshadows and getting them used up and moved out as quick as I can. Because we are in it to win it with downsizing my collection. I like having a large collection. I love it. It brings me so much joy. But I also like bringing in new things and finishing things up. Like a period of time will go by. This is turning into a major tangent now. Like, enough of a period of time will go by where I think it's okay to purchase something new. And that's great. That's grand. But I also need to start factoring in how much I've moved out, because I've moved in 192 items, and I can tell you right now, I haven't even used up half of that. So I've actually taken in more than that because I've used up some things. I've maybe used up 10 or 12 items this year. Maybe. Because I haven't been focused, concentrating on it, consistent with it. So 2023, guys, is gonna be the year. It's gonna be the year. And we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Even if I'm going out barefaced with bright orange lipstick on my face just to use it up, we is doing it. Because I actually did that the other day. Not orange lipstick, but like I've been using my lipsticks, like my nudie sheer lipsticks as just lip balm. And like I might not have any other makeup on my face, but I've got like a pinky glossy lipstick on as lip balm. Whatever gets the product used up and out of my collection. So, and I will have a video coming up really soon breaking down my project planning intentions for 2023, like in depth, project by project. I will also have my bullet journal planner set up in there as well, which I'm super excited about. I'm retiring this guy. This is my old one. It's only like half used, but I'm just, the back, like, this keeps coming undone and just, it's getting frayed, and we're moving on. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. And yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry that I went on that massive tangent, but you know, when the mood takes me, the information to share, if it helps better put across my mindset towards things, then awesome. And yeah, wish me luck for meeting these goals in 2023. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. It'll be fun, dang nabbit. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.